Picture this, you've just got back from school and you're about to log on to Minecraft. You get on the game, load up a single player world, and things appear to be normal until you place down a sign and someone else starts to type in it. How on earth did we get here? Thank you all so much for 10,000 subscribers. The growth recently has been surreal. If you aren't subscribed already, now is the perfect time to do so, as I plan on posting high quality Minecraft ARGs every other week. If you haven't seen my last video on the Brother Minecraft ReUploads channel yet, make sure you watch that before you watch this one, as it's important to understand how we got here. But with that out of the way, let's make our way further down the rabbit hole. It's Sunday, the 9th of November 2025, and I would upload a video to my channel titled "He Vanished Whilst Playing Minecraft." The video would amass over 100,000 views in 5 days and be generally well received by the audience that watched it. However, something about it was still a little off. The video was incomplete, with undeciphered messages, secret social media accounts, and videos that were left untouched. So I went back through the channel one more time. In case you needed a quick refresher from the last video, what were these unanswered questions? Well, the main ones for me were: what happened to Michael, what is Slipnote.exe, and what's significant about the 5th of April 2008? And well, to find the answer to these questions, I have to take you back to the video titled Iron. On the surface, Iron looks like a normal Let's Play series. In my last video, we pretty much uncovered just that. However, there was a strange part of the video where Michael says George called him a loser. This is where we learn that Michael gets very emotional easily. However, one thing I did overlook massively in this video was the key bit of information 20 minutes and 8 seconds in. The video seems to glitch out. However, if you zoom in, there's a bit of text, and well, after deciphering it, it brings me to this private Tumblr account called GeorgePriv2321. Whilst on the surface, Iron seemed to be like any other video, this key bit of context actually led us down to some very revealing information. On the 12th of February 2008, George uploads Skype chat logs between him and his friend Jackson, and well, things get very disturbing. Let me just show you the text. Yo George, crazy fight dude, can't believe that. Yeah, well, he should not have said that. How long you suspended for? At least 10 days, but hey, no homework. That's true. Are your parents pissed? They don't know yet. How? I have no clue. Hope it stays that way. Sweet dude, how's your brother? He's being an ass. He keeps drawing on my homework. Can't do anything about it though, just gotta let it happen. His birthday's coming up though. How old's he turning? 6 years. Cool, I gotta go. My parents and I are going to see a movie. Alright man, sweet. See ya. Later. On the surface, this looks like any normal text conversation. However, it can also be a massive detail for later. We learned that in this, George got very emotional and into a fight over something someone said in school. If you remember from my last video, it seems as though Michael's parents got into fights often, which may explain why they weren't upset at George's suspension yet. Anyways, let's continue down this Tumblr account as things start to get very spicy. Dude, I'm so pissed. Yo, why? My brother scribbled all over my notes for the test. Damn bro, can't he just be fucking normal? He's just a kid dude, cut him some slack. I've spent hours making those things, all for it just to be flushed down the damn drain. My parents are not going to do anything either. IDK what to tell you bro, you never do. What's that supposed to mean? You never help with shit. Dude, what? You heard me, wow. I helped you make those notes, I thought you memorized them. Why the hell would you need them if you memorize them? You fucking liar. Hello? I can't with you anymore. This conversation is where the ARG starts to take a very disturbing turn. But let's move past that Tumblr account for now and head to the video titled Auxilium. In my last video, Auxilium puzzled me. There was this weird swing cut sound that sounded like a cry for help, which makes sense given that Auxilium is the Latin word for help. There was also this string of text in the description, which on the surface seems like gibberish. However, after decoding it, the secret message was, "I'm sorry for everything." There was no context at all for this video in what the thing was sorry for. However, after digging deeper, I managed to get a lead I missed in my last video. If you remember, at the end, there was this flicker of text saying, "Actions have consequences," and a string of text that included this line of code. And well, whilst at the time I couldn't decipher it, I managed to get in contact with two legends, Erokun and Enquiries, who managed to decipher this string of text. And well, it actually leads us to this video titled Trapped. One of the more disturbing videos I've seen on the channel so far, but not for the reason you might think. You see, on the surface, this video doesn't seem to mean anything at all. The player stares at some mossy stone bricks for a minute or so, then turns around to where we can see he's in a prison of some kind, which may be in reference to the actions have consequences section. But for what exactly? Well, let's head back to the Tumblr account for a second, and it might have some more answers for us. According to the Skype chat logs, there were messages taken on the 3rd of April 2008, almost 2 days before the supposed 5th of April 2008 date. "You keyed my car? Have you gone mad? Did I even do? You've been acting like this for months. I thought we were cool again. Dude, the hell's the matter with you? Dude, you fed my dog chocolate-covered grapes. I had every right. You killed my girlfriend. I wasn't even on that highway. I keep sending you dashcam footage and you deny it. Like, I don't even know how to fake dashcam footage. I'm going to beat your ass at school. You're built like a twig. You ain't doing shit. I'ma kill you. Color me scared. I'm like 5 inches taller than you. Just because you play football does not mean you can fight. You're all bark. I'm going to fucking kill you. Have a good day. Bye." This is one of the most disturbing chat logs I have ever read, because at first it seems like a very emotional argument with the casual death threat here and there, but I didn't know how serious it all was until, for some reason, the Tumblr account said this.
Case 13. Files 01. On April 6th, 2008, a man named Jordan Sulk was found outside his home. The victim was covered in stab wounds, and it looked like the wounds were a day old. Jordan had a wife and 2 sons who, by the wife's request, wished to stay anonymous. This case will be investigated until the culprit is caught and prosecuted for his crimes. Signed by James Allen, Deputy of the Chicago Police Department, April 7th, 2008.
Maybe this Tumblr account was a massive factor into Michael's demise. Maybe there was some kind of thing controlling George and Jackson. They seemed to be getting along at first, however the insane death threats, keying cars, and murdering girlfriends allegedly seemed to be an insane shift. Not only that, but for the police department to also get involved to find a murder victim named Jordan. Things just seem to be getting more disturbing as I go further down this rabbit hole. Let's now head to the video titled Slipnote.exe. This was one of the more interesting videos on the channel, and with the help from the viewers before, they managed to crack the code behind Slipnote. At first, the weird gravel around Michael's base that he didn't place would probably freak you out. However, what's even weirder, you might ask? Well, the signs. At first, you'd think these signs would lead to a secret message of some kind, and you are right, but at the time I filmed my last video, I couldn't crack it. After just taking the messages at face value and putting them through a Caesar cipher, it led me to a YouTube link that appeared to be invalid. After posting the video, a user suggested that I should try to decipher it with the key that was given to us. The word vengeance was found in one of the signs that translated to alphabetical key equals vengeance. And well, after trying the cipher, I couldn't find anything that linked. So after talking with both Erokun and Enquiries, they said that this video took them a while to find, and the secret was actually combining all 3 of the signs.
George. Nobody believes you. Everyone thinks it's you. But I know the truth. I believe you. I always will. Ben believes you.
It loves you. It will always be you. Take the easy way out, George. Not even Zaria. Take the easy way out.
I wasn't sure what to make of this video at first, and well, after looking deeper, I think I can get a gauge of what's going on. Some kind of thing is manipulating information, but we still don't know why, who, what or how. We also learned about 2 new characters named Zarya and Ben, who apparently believe George, but we don't know the context as to why. Is George being framed for the murder of Jordan Salk? Well, in order to find that out, I guess we have to keep digging. I want to quickly take you back to that Tumblr account once more, as after this message from the Chicago Police Department, things actually start to make a lot more sense. On the 19th of April 2008, things started to get very dark, with the Tumblr account posting archives saying, "Caught. They caught me. Just barely. Not for anything that was the bigger issue. I'm going to prison though. Hell, I don't know for how long. I need vengeance. I'll return, but with more tricks. Hell, 3 fucking years. Worse than I thought. Caught me after another thing, not the first step. 3 years though, outrageous. I will escape or have to wait it out, but it's better I get more wise before I try anything stupid." Whether this hearing was for George killing Jackson's girlfriend or the death of Jordan Salk, I have no idea. But whatever he did, it was serious enough for him to serve 3 years in prison. Eventually, once George is released from prison, we finally get some answers to our questions. However, it seems as though George is actually plotting something far more sinister. Payback. First month out, I have the perfect plan. I think it would be funny to burn their house down. This explains why Michael's house was burned down, but it still doesn't explain what Slipnote.exe is. Until now, I developed a virus called Slipnote.exe. Slipnote is a virus that programs its own code, and it is up to it to upgrade itself. Slipnote, using a thing I made called SAM, or Self-Automated Machine, SAM is open source and can be used for anything. SAM is the part that makes it program itself. Slipnote is a dangerous virus as it can take hold of files, applications, pictures, video, music, and a lot more on the system, and can tamper or alter them to whatever it desires. Slipnote gets smarter and more flexible the longer it's in a computer. So there you have it. Slipnote is a computer virus that George made with a self-automated machine. It had somehow gotten onto Michael's PC and began messing with them. However, just when I thought everything was said and done, it only seemed to get so much worse. Whilst I was working on the series, another video was uploaded to the channel titled "Added Title I'm Sorry," and this one video changed everything. The video starts out where we left off, with Michael locked inside his bedroom. He begins to talk to us and says, "Hi guys." After this, he breaks out some dirt to go outside his base. Then he notices something a little off. Michael then walks outside his base, only to find outside is very foggy. Something about the world today just feels a little eerie. "I got a weird feeling." He then digs a grass block right under him and notices a massive hole that we've never seen before at all. Somehow, something in his world started controlling him, which I'd assume is the Slipnote.exe virus kicking in. "I did not touch my mouse." He then falls down the hole, and there's some water at the bottom which breaks his fall, meaning that whatever's controlling him doesn't want to kill him yet. Eventually, he finds himself in this strange room, with nothing but a chest inside of it and a sign that says, "Read the book."
Michael, George is a sick man. He's a murderer. He burned the houses down. He killed your dad. He's going for other brother. Bill next. Then his girlfriend Zarya. Then you. George did all of this. He framed me. He framed Jackson. He made fake Skype chat logs with an alt account to lock me up for a year. He killed his own dog to make it seem like I did it. I have proof. Michael, turn your brother in. You can look at his old phone. It's in the middle drawer to the left of his bed, laying under a pile of books. Go to the Skype and check them. The person who is Jackson is named George is so awesome, isn't it? Go check now.
I'm going to get it. Be right back. The book is right.
I told you, now grab the phone and keep it near you. I have more. Make sure not to wake him up from his nap.
Be right back. How did the book know he was sleeping?
Good. Check his camera roll and go to the 5th of April 2008.
What the fuck?
Body of your dad. Knife in his throat. Exactly where police accused me of stabbing your father.
Oh my god.
But there's more. Go to the garage underneath your brother's toolbox. There's a note with names crossed out on a paper. All of which are his targets. The crossed out ones are dead.
Let me go check.
I know it's a lot to take in, Michael, but Bill will keep you safe. I've talked to him and he knows about this. He made fake MP4 videos on my computer to even make me seem more evil. I did nothing and I showed you the evidence. Take this to the police, Michael. Get him out of your house. Show your mom. Show your teachers. Show the cops. You don't deserve this. You're a good kid. Michael. He's awake. He knows what you have seen. He has just now checked his drawers. You should see him come out of his room and run to the garage in a few seconds. I was correct. Michael, run. Stop flipping the pages and get the hell out of there. He's going to kill you.
Jackson, why the fuck are you telling my brother these things? Look at what you've done. I had no other options but to kill her.
George, you sick fuck.
What's with the rude attitude?
You're a monster and you won't get away with this.
Oh, but I will, Jackson.
You deserve hell. No, stop.
How can you hear what I say? Do you not expect me to kill my mom?
Bill, please read this before it's too late. Michael is outside with a knife and is locating your mother to kill her. Bill, take this laptop and hide somewhere. I have more info. He's going to do horrible things to everyone in that house, including himself. He's not well, Bill. I'm sure you knew that. Not well in the head. Bill, your little brother has a channel. Re-upload the videos on a separate account, including the ones I gave you. The MP4 files. Wait a minute here. Check George's room.
This single video gave us the majority of the answers to our questions. The significance behind the 5th of April 2008 is when George murdered his own father. Not only that, he seems to be murdering everyone he loves in his life and eventually himself as well. However, before anyone could even save Michael in the first place, George had to kill him once he found out. We still don't know the motives behind why George did what he did. However, we might be able to find out if we head back to the Tumblr account one last time. Okay, Bill, please describe what happened that afternoon where your family was attacked. I was just catching up on a project me and my friends were working on. I leave my room to get a couple of supplies. That's when I see my little brother, Michael, on the floor bleeding right next to the laptop. I pick up the laptop to see what happened, but I found nothing else. What did you find? Michael was playing Minecraft before he got murdered. There was an in-game book telling him some horrific stuff. Are you sure? This sounds very odd, and I don't think that... I have some pictures on my phone of some pages in the book. I swear, officer, you must trust me. The laptop was also recording, so you could see. I know it's weird, but just trust me. Okay, any other details you think you could tell me? No. Okay, have a good day, Bill. Alright, Ben isn't? Yeah. Okay, Ben, I know this is a pretty hard situation you're in. I know you were close friends with George. Yeah, I was. I can't believe he would do such thing to himself and his family. He was acting normal like 2 days before. I know, Ben, I know. Could you please tell me some info about George that we could use to close off the case? Yeah, I guess. Okay then, please proceed when you're ready. Okay, George, I don't really know what happened to him that caused such a reaction from him to lash out on his family. A month before that all happened, he told me that he was failing most of his classes, which I think would make him kind of mad or something, but not to this extreme. One of George's friends did die that week it happened. I don't really know how close they were, but it seems that they were more close than me and George were. But that's all the info I can remember. Once again, I don't really know what happened. Okay, Ben, thank you for your time. Have a great time. You too, Deputy. If you remember from the last video, this Slipnote entity seemed to thrive off fear and convinced the player it was messing with to do things they wouldn't normally do. It would take control of the PC and mess with people's heads. Maybe when George was distressed about his friend dying at school, the virus saw this as an opportunity to cause more mayhem. After all, it's a virus. It doesn't need a motive. This is why you always need to check in on your family, because even if they seem that they're doing okay, there could always be a darker side brewing in the background.